This is Past Perfect by English Dojo. We use the past perfect to explain or to express an action taking place before a certain time in the past. So in the timeline, we have the present represented by the vertical line and the timeline, time, represented by the horizontal line. So in the past perfect, we use it to express an action that happened before something else. So for example, we have before I came here, I had spoken to Jack. So first I spoke to Jack, then I came here. That's that's when we use the past perfect. In the affirmative form, it's really simple. You have the pronouns. You need to add the auxiliary. In this case is had, and then the verb. Remember, the verb must always go in the past participle. As an example, it says she had worked hard. She had worked hard. Another example would be Tim had spoken to me. There's a short form. In the short form, you can use an apostrophe and then a d. You add a d to express the short form of the past perfect. To express the short form with the pronoun plus the auxiliary had. So in this case, I had would be I'd, you had, you'd, he had, he'd, and so on. In the negative form it's quite simple. The only thing you need to do is you need to add not, which is the negative word, right? So it's the same thing. You have the pronoun, and then you have the auxiliary had, and then you just add not. There's a short form as well, which is hadn't. And again, the verb must always go in the past participle form. Using the same examples, we have that she had not worked hard, and Tim had not spoken to me. In the interrogative form, same thing. The only difference is that you need to start with the auxiliary. In this time, the auxiliary is had. And then we have the pronoun and then the past participle. No, remember? And then the question mark. Using the same example we've been working with, that would be had she worked hard and had Tim spoken to me. There's also short form. We have a short answer. There's a short answer for the questions. For example, it says had she worked hard would be yes she had or no she hadn't, or had I worked hard, yes I had, no I hadn't. Had using the example of Tim, or no the other one, right? Had she worked hard is yes she had or no she hadn't in the short form. For the short answers. The ed spelling, remember after final e you just put you just add letter d to transform it into either simple past when it's a regular verb or the past participle. The final consonant after a short stress vowel is doubled. Remember that rule. So we have admit. You have to double that t and transform to admit it. And when the verb ends in y, after a consonant, it becomes I, and then you add the ed. Hurry, hurry, for example. There are some signal words as well, using the past perfect. In this case, is not yet, just, once, if I had, already, never, before. Those are the signal words. And before we finish, let's use some examples of these tense. Right? For example, we have Mike had played soccer before noon. Mike hadn't played soccer before noon. Had Mike played soccer before noon? Working with the three different, conjugating in positive, negative, and interrogative forms. Another example would be she had ridden a horse before that day. She hadn't ridden a horse before that day. Had she ridden a horse before that day? And that was Past Perfect, brought to you by English Dojo.